Hello again, welcome to a very special edition of A Minute with the Mayor today, and I'm proud as punch to be able to have in my presence our federal member for Riverina, who happens to be the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia, the Honourable McCormack. Welcome, Michael.
Great to be here. I've just had a coffee at the White Rose Cafe. I miss Brian, but the new owners are doing a great job.
Yeah, well,
I'd love to see Paleface Park with the great exhibition of road signs that you've got there. How good does that look?
It is terrific, and of course that's for Local Government Week from the 3rd to the 9th of August, and just promoting how significant and how important local government is.
Well, the role that local government plays.
Exactly right, and we should never take it for granted.
And that is why we've invested heavily in local governments with COVID-19, and certainly through the Drought Communities Program,
Yes.
and certainly through the local roads and community infrastructure. And I know Temora Shire has benefited from that, not just Temora, but Area Park and all the little communities in this great shire.
You're right. Look, you're spot on, Michael. But just how much that, the $2 million that you give us for the drought, the 2 rounds for the Drought Community Support Fund, but also the local roads and community infrastructure fund of $825,000, coupled with our roads to recovery dollars that you've...
Well, it's local jobs and local procurement. So businesses in Hoskin Street and Area Park and elsewhere, local businesses all benefit.
Here it is, a boy from Mara. On the farm,
in Coolman Shire.
That's right, and we love Coolman.
John Seymour, what a great man he is.
We love him and totally love him.
I'm still a boy from the Riverina, and I still love getting out. Like today I've been at Cootamundra, Gundagai, here at Temora now. Love getting out in my local community. The Riverina is the best place in the world in which to work, rest and play. Obviously the last 6 months have been very trying on our regional communities. We've had the bushfires, of course, ongoing issues with the drought, and now COVID-19. So a lot of our regional communities, regional families, regional businesses have been very hard hit. And regional people have been their best selves. We've kept, touch wood, COVID out of our regional communities thus far to a large degree, and that's because people have done the right thing. They have downloaded the COVID Safe app. Of course, it's a global health pandemic, but it's also had a huge effect on our economy. But when you compare what we've been able to achieve, and of course our sympathies and condolences go out to those 155 families who have lost loved ones. But what we have been able to accomplish and achieve by keeping the case rates relatively low and the mortality rate very low compared with the rest of the world, we have been the world's envy as far as doing what we've done. It's a team. I've got a very good staff, a very supportive family, and my wife Catherine. You have to have a supportive family around you doing this job, but fantastic area to represent. I mean, I've lived in the Riverina all my life. I love this area, and people are just fantastic, and they know that we're up against it at the moment as a government, as a nation. Thank you to all of those Temora Shire residents, to all of those Riverina people who've been their best selves. If you haven't already downloaded that COVID Safe app, please do so. If you're asked to self-isolate or go into quarantine, please just do the right thing by not just yourselves and your families, but those who you may not even know, those vulnerable members of our community for whom this is such a worry. This is such a concern. It's a concern and a worry for all of us. There's a lot of anxiety out there. We'll get through this. We'll get through this because we're Australians. We'll get through this because we're from the Riverina.
Yeah, spot on.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thanks for spending a minute or so with the man. We love to see you, and you're always welcome in this beautiful part of your electorate. And thanks so much.
Well done.
Cool dude. Thank you.